Welcome to the Growing Your Business podcast. This is the show that dives into the big question, what's in it for me, for both the business and its customers? On each episode, we sit down with a business owner or leader to uncover their why, their values, and the stories that drive them to grow their business. Joining me on the Growing Your Business podcast today is Carolyn Rasmussen, who is an advanced director with Pampered Chef. Carolyn, thanks for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's so fun to have you here. So let's start with, what is Pampered Chef? That's a big question.
Yeah. Well, Pampered Chef has been around 45 years. This is actually our 45th anniversary in October. And Pampered Chef has been known for quality kitchen products wrapped around the whole idea of the experience of dinner around the table. And we have products that have lifetime warranties. We have products that have 1-year warranty, depending on the product itself, whatever is applicable. But it's focused on pampered, less on the chef part, right? To make cooking easier for people so that they aren't bogged down with the day-to-day what's for dinner.
Yeah. And I see there are so many useful tools. I mean, stacks of things here. Talk to me about a few of the things that are your favorite.
So now we have appliances, which is so exciting because Pampered Chef did not go into electrics until the last 7 years or so. I've been with Pampered Chef 14 years, and we didn't have electrics initially, but we have a brand new air fryer and oven. It's actually 2 units in one. The top half is like a toaster oven. The bottom half is an air fryer / convection oven, which is super cool. You can get rid of that toaster oven and the air fryer off your counter and have one. And you can do all kinds of things in it, and you can sync up what you cook. So like if you have vegetables that take half the time that your chicken does, you can sync it so that the vegetables start and finish at the same time. But there's other tools like our Rock Crock, which is a ceramic fired at a very high temperature, and it goes in the oven, in the microwave, under the broiler, on the stove top, on the grill, in the dishwasher, and we also have a slow cooker base. And that is probably one of my top products because it's the huge time saver for everybody. And we have got the gadgets, the garlic press and all that stuff. So
yeah, the things I would say Pampered Chef is known for is the ingenuity. And again, I'm a 52-year-old guy and I know this, right?
Yes.
Is how unique and specialized a lot of these tools are. But you also have some things that you just like cutting boards,
Yes.
really that can just be used every day for just about everything. So what would you say is the iconic Pampered Chef tool or item?
2 things. One would be the stoneware, which Doris started in 1980 with the pizza stone. Yeah. Everyone's got a pizza stone, right? Or some stoneware of some kind. And then there is also things like the mix and chop for hamburger meat, or the chopper, the slap chopper, that we all talk about that most kitchens have as well.
And you mentioned, I told everybody at the beginning of the show, you're an advanced director with
Yes.
Pampered Chef. So what does that mean?
That means I have a team. I have directors underneath me, and I have well over 100 consultants under my organization. Wow. This is my full-time gig. Yeah. Empty nesting started this year, and this is what I do. And I have a passion for helping people, and whether that's in the business or otherwise. But yeah, I have an organization.
Everybody who enjoys cooking needs the tools to do so. How would I get started with you? I mean, obviously, we'll talk about contact later, but what's the process?
In regards to starting the business?
Oh, yeah, let's say I'm interested in,
Yes.
in learning about being what you are,
Yes.
on that journey.
So it's actually very, very simple, which is my favorite thing about Pampered Chef. You could start for as little as $50 or actually for free, because you could get a kit credit when you host a party and use your free rewards towards the kit credit. But for $50, you would get a stoneware package that has some basic tools, and we would get you started. And I do online parties in addition to in-person parties. So if you're someone looking for work from home, this could fit the bill. If you're someone who's looking to get out and meet people, this would fit the bill. Everybody eats. So and I'm there every step of the way. I am an encourager. I am a coach. I love helping people. So you would have my support in every bit along the way of growing your business.
What would you say is the favorite part of your job?
Seeing people realize that they can do things they didn't think they could.
Tell me more about that.
So sometimes it's as simple as trying to get dinner on the table for the family, and they feel like they don't have time, that they're just rushing from one thing to the other. But with a simple recipe, whether it's the fajitas in the microwave that takes 12 minutes with all fresh ingredients, or it's something they can put in the slow cooker, or whatever, I show them that they can actually make dinner happen. All the way to the business where people think I can't cook, or I am not a salesperson, or I can't whatever, insert here, right? I've seen the growth in people is phenomenal when they can believe in themselves, and I can believe in them, and they can do things they never thought they could. And that's what really excites me.
That's terrific. And before the show, you and I are talking about success stories. Tell me a couple.
Yeah. So on the product and cooking side, I had a very busy, successful real estate agent, and she was like, oh, I just never have time to cook for my family, kids in soccer, et cetera, et cetera. The thing she got as a host, which she got for half price and some free things, was the Rock Crock slow cooker set. And then the next time I saw her, she's like, we made this week, and we made that this week, and we sat down as a family to eat. And that makes my heart so happy. I raised 2 boys, and we all ate dinner together most evenings, and that's so important. But then as a business, I had one lady who was kind of had to stay home with her daughter, was an engineer. Okay, so anybody can do this. I'm an IT person. And she started doing it with, I don't cook, my husband cooks. I can't build a team. I don't, like all the I can'ts, because that's the way her brain worked. And she was a director on my team for many years, very successful. And when she put her mind to it, man, she could rock the business. And I just loved showing her, and she saw what she was capable of. And I love that.
Stay with us. The Growing Your Business podcast will return right after this. Ready to amplify your brand's voice? At Blue Mike Studios, we transform your ideas into captivating podcasts and videos. Whether you're launching your own show or guest starring on ours, we've got you covered. From recording and editing to social media promotion. With state-of-the-art 4K video and crystal clear audio, your content will shine. We offer guest packages on our podcasts and offer segments from the show for you to share. Or let us help you build your own branded podcast with custom strategy, branding, and full production support. Visit BlueMikeStudios.com today and let your voice be heard. Please check our show notes for sponsorship links and additional details. Now, back to the Growing Your Business podcast with Buddy Broyles. So you mentioned you have in-person and online. Other than the obvious, what's the main difference there? I mean, you're still able to showcase and whatnot, but what spawned the online? I would guess COVID?
It was before that, actually.
Okay.
Pampered Chef jumped into that. Facebook parties before that.
Okay.
It allowed us to open our business where we didn't have within a driving distance. Like an in-home party, I had to be able to get there. And when Facebook parties kind of came out and a lot of direct sales companies were doing them, we jumped in full force. Pampered Chef was doing trainings. They're very forward-thinking on technology. And it just grew. And then when COVID hit, we were ready. It was a blessing. And the worst part was trying to get the orders done. It was almost 2 months to get orders because of all the issues with COVID and product delivery. But then now we've evolved, and I don't even party on Facebook anymore. Pampered Chef has invested in their own platform, and it's called Table, and I do that. And it's more like a texting party. I'll text out recipes. I text out videos of me doing demos so that guests will still kind of get that in-home feel of watching the products in use. But then they can go and look at other things that Pampered Chef offers with pictures and tips and recipes, and then they can order. And there's some people who are busy and just want to get on, order what they want, and get off.
Right.
It's available.
So it meets a bunch of different needs because now they don't have to host it at their home anymore. Or they can, though. And
they can.
Because I imagine there's a certain magic that happens when you're all together.
There's nothing like an in-home party. And I love it. I love meeting people and showing them how things work. I want to teach them. I want to teach that. When I do my in-home parties, though, I partner it with the online piece so that we know that when you have a party, not everybody can make it. Or Aunt Susie in Florida is physically can't get there. She's like 1,000 miles away. But you can have the online portion. I'll record the demo at the in-home party, and then I'll upload it to that table platform. So I kind of do both. But yeah, just the touch and the feel, and then we get to eat. You get to eat together, break bread together. There's something with that too.
That's terrific. Everyone gathers around the campfire, gathers around the food.
Yeah, always.
Where it's being made. Are people jealous of you about what you have in your kitchen?
I think they might be. If you ever really want to get a sense of it, you can come to my house and do a workshop at my house. My cabinets are overflowing. I have it because I have the whole catalog, and I have multiple years of the whole catalog. So yes, they enjoy seeing all the stuff. If you invite me to a potluck, odds are it's going to come in something Pampered Chef.
How do you like to be contacted?
I prefer texting. And I will get back to you usually as soon as possible with that way, but I will answer the phone. I'll answer emails. I do have a website, so.
Okay. And all of that, I tell everybody this, just quick reminder, scroll down, whatever platform you're consuming this on, it's in the show notes. Whatever Carolyn's given is there.
Perfect. Thank you.
So parting thoughts for someone who's like, I'm not sure about this. I don't know enough about it. What would you tell them?
Well, call me.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to talk. Text, call, whatever is your favorite way of doing it. Let's chat about it. Ask me all the questions. I will tell you, when I started with Pampered Chef, I asked everything. I'm analytical. I was a computer programmer. I'm not a salesperson, and I don't sell, right? So just ask me. If you really want to just dip a toe in, let's host a party. See what you think about it. We'll go from there.
That's wonderful. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Again, I hate to be sexist or anything like that, but I'm a guy. I'm 52, but I tell you, everybody, I know this brand because you have to have some of these things because they're the best at what they do. So again, I enjoy the time with you today, and I really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today on the Growing Your Business podcast. Please see the show notes for links to our sponsors, our social media, and to learn more about today's guest.